I think we can all agree that we have this part within ourselves that secretly wish to have a woman so attracted to us, so devoted, so in love, ready to die for us, literally. And I know I'm sounding a little bit dramatic when I'm saying this, but I think we can all agree that we have that, right? And what if I tell you that if you would just tap into a certain energy within yourself, a dimension, which I call the hero archetype, then you can ignite this strong desire in a woman simply because it is biology. The caveman had to develop certain strategy to attract the cave woman, right? There's a whole area of study that has been done for many years, which is called evolutionary biology. One of the forefather of this area of study is called David Buss, so you can look him up. I've read a few books from him and I absolutely love his work. And he basically discussed in a broad way, I'm going to be very generalist in my expression right now, that the biology that cavemen and cavewomen had is pretty much the same biology that we have right now, which is basically the very body that we have and the way we feel attracted to a woman and the way women feel attracted to men. Yeah. So there are certain qualities that you can embody within yourself that will basically tap into this aspect, this very raw, primal aspect of the attraction process, right? So here's what was needed back then. Imagine this. You live in a tribe. There's not a lot of people in this tribe. It's not like the big cities that we live in right now. And if you want to have a woman in this tribe, you basically need to be the alpha, right? The alpha back then basically meant that you were a good hunter, you could provide, and you could protect the tribe and the woman as well, right? So the alpha guys were the ones that were hunting and bringing the food. They were the strongest, and they were really able to give a lot of protection to the woman. Still to this day, women are attracted to this kind of man. So now I'm not saying that you should go hunt, that you should kill people, that you should be ready to fight all the time. But when you meet a woman, she needs to feel safe with you. She needs to feel protected. She needs to feel loved by you. She needs to feel accepted by you in some ways, right? So you don't need to play any games, right? You just need to make her feel this way. And there's an interesting theory. I'm not going to say this is the truth, so take it with a grain of salt. But I do believe that women have still the Prince Charming fantasy. We can argue that it's Disney that brought this, but I don't think so because there is a biological or psychological aspect to it. Imagine this. The Prince Charming is basically taking her, right? They're going for a wild adventure together and then they live happy together, right? There is a sense of she doesn't have to take any responsibility. She can just relax, be in her feminine, and the Prince Charming is going to protect her forever, right? Because we can look at the Prince Charming story from this lens, right? There's many different angles we can look at it, but that's one angle we can look at it. So from this perspective, it does make sense to embody the hero archetype, her hero. You need to be her hero, right? And there are certain qualities that you need to embody. There are 5, potentially more, but this is what comes out of my mind. The first one is you need to be physically, mentally, and emotionally strong. So most guys focus on being physically strong. They go to the gym, they practice a martial art. That's good. I'm going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. I used to practice Thai boxing for a few years. I know how to fight. If it ever comes down to me having to fight, I'm ready for this. Now it's not enough. And this is where most men get trapped. They think that going to the gym and practicing a martial art is going to be enough and now they're ready to attract the ideal woman. No. The reason why is because a woman is embodying the feminine polarity. What I mean with this is, and I'm going to give you an example for you to understand where I'm trying to get at. Women go through menstrual phases, right? There's 4 stages. And you have absolutely no idea, just like me, how much hormonal changes she's going through. It's insane. There's a book called The Female Brain that you can read about this whole thing happening in a woman's brain and body. And you will be surprised how much we don't understand what's going on within a woman's psyche and body. Which means that women are constantly kind of like changing, you know? That's the feminine. The feminine is ever changing. She needs a man that is grounded. She needs a man that is centered. And that is why being physically strong is not enough, because going to the gym and practicing a martial art is not going to help you master your emotions. To master your emotions, you need different practices. Maybe you need to start practicing some meditation. Maybe you need to start doing the internal work, like shadow work, like trauma work, to understand your emotions, your insecurities, your fears, and all of that. Because she needs to feel safe and protected when she's with you. And if you have no control over your emotions, she will not feel safe with you. And that's why a lot of relationships end up with a breakup, because men don't have control over their emotions. They go to the gym, cool, but they have no control over their thoughts, their limiting beliefs, their emotions, and all of that. And that's super important. So you need to do the internal work. That's crucial. Seriously. And if you watch some of my old videos, you know that I keep on talking about doing the internal work, doing the internal work. Because in the masculinity sphere, meaning like, you know, dating industry and all of that, people don't talk about this so much. They talk maybe about meditating, you know, eating clean food and all of that, but they don't talk about actually dealing with your emotions. That's crucial. Another quality that the hero is embodying is persistence, but without the neediness. Yeah? Because maybe you have tried to be persistent with a woman, but maybe you were coming from the place of, oh, I'm not sure if this is going to work out. I don't feel good enough. I don't feel really confident. And of course, this form of persistence is going to fail every single time, because when you are persisting with the woman, you want to come from the place that it feels absolutely right to do it, and you don't care whether she likes you or not. You're not seeking her validation, you're not seeking her approval. You do it because it feels right for you. And that's a huge difference to come from. On one side, you come from, oh, I don't feel good, but I'm going to persist because I should do that. I feel insecure. Maybe she will reject me. Or you persist from, it feels right for me. Fuck it. I'll just do it. You know, that's a very different energy to come from. And one thing that I want to mention here, this is again from David Buss. A lot of the breakup happens because women haven't felt their man persisting enough to keep the relationship. Isn't it interesting? This, when I read this, I was like, wow, this is very interesting. And my girlfriend expressed that a few times. I love when you persistent, when you going for what you want, you know, when you not pushy, but for lack of better words, when you know, pushy. I don't have any other words for this, but not pushy. You know, I think you can understand the energy I'm trying to express here. The third quality that a hero embodies is, of course, courage, right? So the ability to overcome your fears, to overcome your insecurities. So it starts with meeting her, right? When you see a beautiful woman walking in the street, are you able to say hi to her and just fucking face your fear? When you're on a date with her, do you have the balls to express yourself fully? Do you have the balls to say, let's go to my place. I'm going to have a drink. Do you have the balls to say, hey, I want to be in a relationship right now with you? It shouldn't be the woman fucking saying, hey, I want to be in a relationship with you. It should be the man. because it's the man that is initiating. The masculine is penetrating, the feminine is receiving, right? You need to embody your role as a masculine man, right? So, super important, courage in all aspects of life, not just in dating, in your professional life, health, all of that. The fourth quality is to have healthy and strong boundaries. Now, the interesting thing here is that as a recovering nice guy, I always thought that if I would express a boundary with a woman, it would make her not like me, right? But when I started to express my boundaries, the interesting thing is it was making women attracted to me. It was a bit of a shocking experience to do that. But women love when a man is pushing her away. They love that, right? And you're allowed to express what you like and not like, right? This means that one thing that you can do is to make a list of all the things you like in the woman and all the things you don't like. And when these things come up on a date or when you just met her, you can express that, right? You're allowed to push her away a little bit. And you will see that by pushing her away, if she likes you, she will want to chase you back. And you did nothing. Like, it was not even a technique. It was just you expressing who you really are, period, right? So that's pretty cool to do. It feels good too. When you express your boundaries, it feels empowering to do that. So I really recommend to do it. And the last point is that you are committed to a mission or a purpose. Now, I want to share a story here because I want to knock down a limiting belief that you have. A lot of men think that they need to make a lot of money, they need to have a high social status in order to attract a woman. Well, in my personal experience, it's not like this. When I met my girlfriend, I was absolutely broke. I had 2,000 euros in my bank account, no savings, no portfolio, none of that. I really had just 2,000 euros in my bank account. She knew about this. She knew that, I was in this period of my life where I was not working. I was a bit of a monk at the time because I decided to not work, to not meet any woman and stuff like that. And I happened to go to a birthday party of my friend, and that's where I met her, right? So I was not focusing on meeting women, but I met her. And long story short, she decided to commit to me. She wanted to be with me so badly. And the reason why she wanted to be with me is because she saw that I had a vision. She saw that I was very purposeful, that I was very ambitious. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't make money, right? That would be just stupid. Of course, you should make money. That's good to make money. But this is not the key component to make her attracted to you. Ambition, purpose is much more powerful, right? Now, funny enough, we've been living together for more than a year. We've been together for a year and a half, and we traveled together, all of that, right? So I provided for her. I made her feel safe, protected, and I made money, and I shared my money with her. Sure. But she was attracted by my ambition, by my purpose, right? Very important. Thank you for watching, my brother. If you want to watch a free course, an entire course to help you grab at least one number every week from your 10 out of 10, this is the promise. You can click on the link down below. It's a 3-module course. You just have to give me your email. I will send it to you. You can unsubscribe from the newsletter if you don't like. So don't worry, I will not spam you or anything like this. And yeah, I really appreciate you watching till now. And I see you when I see you.